Good day, hi, and welcome. Welcome. All right, so let's check on my fire. Yeah, it's kind of going. Nothing to be proud of, but it's keeping the house warm. So, anyway, maybe we got the door open just a little bit. Some more in there. I just threw a log in there. Can't let your fires go out. It's a pretty blustery day. It snowed quite a bit last night. Hovering around just -3, -4. I didn't go out on my trapping run today. And I'll tell you why. This will be probably, I almost took a day off in like 3 years. This is almost the first day I've taken off. Or I'm not doing. But then it's like, no, I got work to do. No warning graphics today. Why? Because all my beavers are gone. Where'd they go? They all left me. No, I put them out in the garage because they stink. Still got mink in here though. These things, here's what I did with my beaver strategy, like I was talking about in one of my previous videos, was I'm going to put them on here. Okay, catch them. Okay, go out, catch my beavers. So beaver swimming around, snap, got caught. He's dead in one of those traps. Check. Drag him home. Check. Bring him in here to dry out overnight. Check. Skin him the next day. Check. Then flesh them that day or the next day, depending on how greasy and wet the pelt is. Check. Then pin them up on one of these. When I put them on that, my new strategy is to, just for the first day or so, to let it dry in here, although it's kind of smelly, so day and a half in here. And just hang it and let it kind of dry. And I was amazed how quick the pelt started getting like hardened up. It wasn't like dry, but it's like you could already start, the edges were like, these things dry so incredibly fast. The old method is the tried and true method, is kind of an easier method if you got nothing else, is really just the nails on the plywood, and you lift the beaver pelt out about an inch or so from the board so air can get behind it, but it takes a lot longer to dry. These, you get air on both sides, dries really quick. Problem is drawing out all these boards, which I've got a couple more boards here, and I'm going to cut these out and make these into those. And I'll show you that as I go to do. But before I do that, how did I get this nice, Michelangelo type of beaver painting on here? These lines. Well, I freehand them. No, I actually use a stencil. So what I did is I stenciled, and there's 6 sizes. And I'll read the sizes off to you. But what I got with my trapping Bible, which I've showed you guys a few times, so I won't grab it, is basically you can buy these from Fur Harvester's auction or any trapping supply store. You get a piece of paper, you can get a stencil, or you can get a board. You just trace it out on there really quick. This is the slow way to do it if you just do it by these, because you got to do one at a time. So what I'm doing is going from this method to the stencil. The reason why I don't have the board is because I haven't found a board that I can make one out of. It's not hard to make. I mean, the boards themselves are cheap, but I just haven't found a board, this piece of cardboard was just about the perfect size. So this stencil one, this will go onto another board, and then that'll go onto another board, and then you have the template, and you can just, get a beaver board, plywood done really quick. So your first sizes are going to go from 42 to 47 inch, and that will be considered an extra small. I think, is that what am I looking at? Extra small, yeah, or extra small, okay. And then 47 to 51 inch is going to be a small medium. 51 to 55 inch is going to be a medium. 55 to 60 inch is going to be a large medium. And 60 to 65, we're getting big, is a large. And 65 to 68 is an extra large, and then everything but that is like 2XL, 3XL. So extra small, 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 medium, large, extra large. Yeah, so you can go to infinity if you really want. This is just the basic templates. If you get beavers in this ring here, it's like this is the winning ring, especially if it's a prime pelt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just trace these onto here. Get that done. How am I doing for time? Not too bad. GoPro's holding up well till the library's open. So I'll keep the video short till then so I can do my uploading and whatever. But today is also, at the making of this video, January 31st, 2019. And I know this is gonna be really late. Unfortunately, on my other channel, Christmas Day, I got a strike on the other channel, so I wasn't able to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. So this is a very late. By the time you see this, you'll probably see this in February or something like that, or March, but it'll be the late Merry Christmas, Happy New Year video. So this is the end of a decade. Lot of cool stuff, you know, in that sense. So my going on 2020, just be sure though, if it's late advice this year, for next year, that when the bell strikes 12 midnight and you go into January 1st, that you lift up your left foot so you can start your year on the right foot. That's the saying goes. So anyway, I'm gonna get this done. My knees are bugging me a bit today. I don't know if I slipped. I think I slipped a little bit yesterday on that icy stuff. Always getting hurt, you know, sore and all that. But anyway, I'm gonna get this done, and I've got a little bit of a job to run out to do today as well, around 2:30. So I got to go get that done. Not a big job, basically. Somebody spilt milk in the front seat of their car, and they need somebody to shop vac it out for them that could tolerate the smell. And considering I could tolerate gross smells because I'm a trapper, I got nominated. I'll get paid. It's all good. I gotta fix that trap. 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 I got a lot of traps to fix, and once I get those up, tomorrow, January 1st, January 2nd. I don't know if for sure for January 2nd, but January 1st. My goal is to get all my traps out of where I'm trapping right now, which is okay because I think I cleared that beaver house. If I got anything in there today, I'd be surprised. I think yesterday kind of told me what I needed to know. So I got 5 beavers out of one house. That's not bad. But where I'm going to the second front, Operation Munchface X-Trap Smashdown. Do you like Smackdown or Smashdown? Operation X-Trap Smashdown. Operation X-Trap Smackdown. I don't know, that's a toss-up, isn't it? But anyway, on the second front up there, the Beaver Blitzkrieg, there's lots of beaver houses up there. There's only one. It's not a very big beaver house, so 4 to 6 in that beaver house is probably pretty realistic. Once you stop catching stuff, it's time to move your traps. There's no point in waiting for straggler people to say, oh, look, an empty house, and they're going to go into it and they get caught. By that time, even if there was a couple other beavers there, they've wisened up your traps. They're not going to go in them anyway, so you might as well go where the beavers are still good and stupid and catch them there. So that's trapping. It's just, you know, moving stuff around. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Oh, I won't be that hungover. I'm going to go to the New Year's Eve bash tonight, but you know, it's just more to be sociable. I don't have the money to drink, and I really don't feel like drinking anyway. So like, I go out. I got used to going out to bars and stuff like that and drinking Pepsis because I drive, and whatever. Like tonight is close to home, so I can walk. I'm gonna have maybe 1 or 2 beers, and I think that's good. Like, I mean, I'm not 22 anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to drink my body weight. I got nothing to prove. I've done that years ago. But I'm very stoked of the second Beaver Blitzkrieg front, because I think it's going to be just, you know, glorious. It's going to be raining beaver pelts everywhere. I mean, I've had beavers all over my woodpile all week, and pelts here, pelts there. Oh, yes, and the last news, I'm ending the year on a good note. Okay, first beaver took me 6.5 hours all in. That's the 62-pound beaver, whatever, drying nicely. That was my first beaver in, I think, since 2013, 2014, whenever I caught the last beaver. So, you know, it's a big beaver, but, you know, that's a lot of work in there. The second beaver brought it down to about 4.5 hours. Not bad. That one was 38 pounds. So fleshing, skinning, everything, 4.5 hours. The third beaver got it down to about 3.5 hours. Not bad. The fourth beaver, I skinned it in 40 minutes. That was my record. That was 2 days ago. Yesterday I broke my record because it was really miserable out 35 minutes. Although it was a small beaver, I was doing my cuts with the knife, and it's like cut, ditch, pull, yank, pull, rip, tear, pull, cut, done. 35 minutes. So that, now mind you, that was the smallest of small beavers there. But the thing is as you get more familiar, if I can get that kind of time on a 100-pound beaver, I would be very, very ecstatic with that, because that means if you could get the beaver skinned, fleshed within an hour. The fleshing is, I think, is going to take me a few more beavers before I can come up with the tricks. But every time you do one, you get a little more experience, and that little experience gives you just that much more ability that you're not making unnecessary cuts. And I'm going to talk about that in other videos, but it's basically, rather than cutting in the same spot 5 times, you find where to just put the knife, what you can get away with, where to put the knife, and you cut like 10 times, and all that adds up into efficiency. So I'm starting to get more efficient. Hands are really sore and stiff from pulling apart beavers all week, but it's been good. It's good. So I know it's going to get crazy from January 1st to the 30th is the end run of my beaver blitzkrieg, and I will be ending the beaver trapping segment of my trapping by January 31st. Well, that's my decision now. I might change, but for now. But anyway, I'm going to get this done. Happy New Year to everybody. Late Happy New Year to everybody by the time you see this video. Hope you're enjoying the series, but I'm going to get to it. There we go.